All right, you've been waiting all week. We've got a new dude and dork of the week, and we're going to get to it right now. Dude of the week, this was tough. I must admit, this was tough this week. We had a lot of strong candidates. Adolis Garcia, 5 for 5, 3 homers, 2 doubles. That's a strong candidate in one night. James Outman, 2 2-homer games against the Cubs. That's a strong candidate. Oakland Mayor Sheng Tao for standing up to the A's and calling them out and saying you will no longer negotiate with them. Strong candidate. I like it. But the person I'm going to go with is James Outman's teammate, Max Muncy. And Max Muncy is on an absolute tear. He leads the majors with 11 homers, past Pete Alonso on Sunday. He has 10 homers in his last 13 games. It's a stunning run. And it's a particularly stunning run considering the way Muncy started the season, striking out 16 times in his first 41 plate appearances. Changed his mechanics, went back to his step-back move in the box, and voila! He's Max Muncy again. So good for Muncy. Good for him for identifying what was wrong, for being able to fix it in the middle of the season. That is not easy to do. And really, just seeing him do what he can do again after going through the issues he did last season physically, trying to get back to where he was. This is the Max Muncy we know. This is the Max Muncy the Dodgers need. He is the dude of the week. Now, the dork of the week, I generally don't like to have repeat offenders. Name someone dork of the week twice in a span of a month. But there comes times in any show's existence when you need to adjust. Now, I gave this person dork of the week earlier because he put such a bad team on the field. And that team is the Oakland A's. And I'm going to give that person, John Fisher, the owner of the A's, dork of the week again because of the Las Vegas move, the planned move, I should say, to Las Vegas. It's not done yet. And as my colleague at The Athletic, Tim Kawakami, pointed out in a great column he wrote over the weekend, you can't exactly assume the A's have a deal done until they're playing in this new stadium that they've been talking about for years. They talked about it in Fremont, California, in San Jose. They talked about building a new stadium on a site at the Coliseum where they now play. They talked about a site at Laney College in Oakland at the Howard Terminal in Oakland. They went 0 for 5. Now they have a binding agreement to buy land in Vegas. We heard all the news, but they still have to get public funding, and who knows how that's going to work out. Chances are they end up with it. But John Fisher is still the dork of the week, and he's still the dork of the week because he didn't want to be in Oakland. He talked about, or his people talked about, being rooted in Oakland, but he tore the team down. He basically engaged in a self-fulfilling prophecy. Fans won't come, our stadium's a wreck, our team stinks, we got to get out of here. That's wrong. And I'm not saying a deal in Oakland was easy to come by. Obviously it wasn't. They've had all kinds of issues there. But at the same time, it's a great fan base. And they've dumped on that fan base. And Mark Carrig was on Foul Territory last week talking about it more eloquently and passionately even than I can. It's not right what happened. And for that, I'm going to give an honorable mention, dork of the week, to the commissioner, Rob Manfred. John Fisher is one of his 30 owners. Now, I know it's a private business. Rob Manfred can't control John Fisher. But he can control what goes on in his sport to a certain degree. And John Fisher has benefited from getting revenue sharing over the years. And he's put horrible teams on the field the last couple of years, torn down the payroll, basically torn the team down to nothing. It's not right. Should not be happening. And it has happened. So John Fisher, again, dork of the week. Rob Manfred, honorable mention. I'm not blaming him entirely for this. He can't. But I don't know, man. John Fisher's taken a lot of revenue sharing money from big market teams, and doesn't seem to me that he spent it all that much or all that well. That's the dude and dork of the week.